And lead with HydroCare water products available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to goodclearwater.com. That's goodclearwater.com.
This is Charles Osgood. Tax compliance can be a real pain for businesses. That's why I'd like to tell you about Avalara's powerful tax automation technology. Avalara simplifies sales tax and other business taxes with real-time tax rate calculations and automatic return filing. Avalara's software already integrates with your accounting, e-commerce, and point-of-sale systems, so it couldn't be easier. Find out how the good book works.
Liberty and the pursuit of fine cigars. With your hosts, Honest Abe, and Adam K. the Brewmeister. The show anywhere in the free world.
Ball here that you knew what was going on.
I love
man.
messing with Paul. It's like so easy. He comes in here to give me like a very simple direction.
I know, and you're like
you gotta
what?
Yeah, we lost some of the intro song. You got to come in like within the first 40 seconds. Okay, I got it. It's like, no, you got to come in within the first, like you can't. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't understand. I'm just messing with him. He's like getting all quiet. No,
He starts to explain
what song?
It's not cool.
No, you can't make it to the chorus. What do you mean, Paul? It's so
It's
easy
just
to
wrong.
rattle him.
I'm gonna learn from you, sir.
What, from Abe?
Yeah.
You'll never get to that level.
Whoa. Whoa.
Listen,
I have more motivation now than I did 3 seconds ago.
I'm like a 10th degree black belt when it comes to abuse. I mean, I can be very abusive.
So even if I
It's an
get
art
to a
form,
portion
really.
of that, I'm doing good.
You know what makes it an art form? Is that I make it enjoyable to the person getting abused. Paul loves
They
it.
thank you for it.
Paul loves
It is.
being abused.
It is entertaining.
Paul loves being abused by me because he gets entertained by it himself. That's the art form.
And what's funny is that like Abe has everybody wired to like, you know, when they screw up, they immediately just tell them. They're like, listen, before it gets to you,
Before you know.
here's what I did. I did it this morning. I was like, listen, I screwed up.
Keeps everybody honest.
Because he
Doesn't
doesn't want
there,
to.
Honest
He makes
Abe.
you feel like you don't want him to find out from anyone else but yourself, or else it's going to be a big deal.
It will be ugly.
That comes in very handy.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I see. I'm learning.
Giving him too
His
much.
kids are fantastic.
They are great, but you don't want to. You shouldn't say it to him because it
Listen,
gets his head too big.
That's not possible.
Whoa. I mean, honestly, we've already had to expand the doors for him to get in here to begin with his big head already.
I have to give props though. Really, the kid parenting thing is mostly my wife. I'm not home a lot. I mean, we make a good team. You know, my wife's a disciplinarian, and I'm more the emotional, psychological builder parent.
Are you the fun one?
Well, I'm always the fun one. Our poll verified that I am the fun one.
I'm so disappointed by our poll.
The audience and I need to have a chat. You really need to try.
The
fact that Adam got higher votes than
you?
me shows how much they hate me out there. I don't feel loved.
Wait, you are really hated.
And I think the only reason why Colin and I got the same numbers is because they had pity on me. because some people were like, well, somebody should vote for Paul. But Colin would have gotten higher
how
votes
would they
than
know?
me.
Can they tell? Can they follow the poll?
No, but
so
you know,
then it was a real vote. So
I
you
was
got
just-
at least one.
Okay, if you're wondering what we're talking about,
Oh yeah.
yeah, the fine people at Recluse Cigars every week have a weekly poll on our KMA website, and if you participate, you're automatically entered to win the 5-pack. And our poll question last week was, which KMA cast member would make the best party guest? And Colin and Paul brought up the caboose with 2.2%.
We tied it up, Colin. Listen, just so you know, we would probably be the most fun anyway. Like, people don't realize that we'd be the most fun.
Listen.
Oh, look at you.
I want to.
Yeah,
I want
okay.
to meet the 7% that voted for Adam.
I know, me too.
I want to get
Who
them
are
on,
they?
I want to get them on the show.
His family.
Yeah, really. I don't think his family listens to this show.
Well, he doesn't do social media, so he didn't vote for
I'd
himself
like to
at
know.
least.
I'd like to know. Really, I'd like to meet. If you could reach out social media, I'd like to meet or have them on the show.
Okay, I'll put a
people
comment.
who voted for Adam K. And then, of course, our morning mistress Erica Danielle with 34.6%.
I thought about that. You know, we have like 10,000 people on the page, right? So
Wow.
that's a
It's huge.
chunk. I mean, you still beat me by like, you know, you're 5,100. I'm 37.
It's only because I've been doing this for 5 years. Trust
I
me.
mean, I'm coming up pretty quick here.
Trust me. And the people who probably voted for me probably haven't watched Facebook Live, haven't seen you. So that's probably why they voted for me. So trust me. Otherwise, they would so readily rather have.
So then we should have been like, hey, you can only vote if you watch.
Right. Speaking of, he's also the fine folks established spies, makers of cutters and lighters, for life. Not only do we put a caption, a photo of the caption contest, we put it on our Facebook page. And winner last week was Todd. Wireless hygrometer system. 8 hours out. Cool.
Yeah, I'd like to.
We're closed.
It's got to keep it like, you know, so
Well,
it maintains, right?
opening and closing is not
Is
the best
right.
for
Said it,
maintaining.
right. That makes sense.
So if you'd like to win that, just go to our KMA Facebook page and post your caption.
For
The
this
best
photo,
goes
right?
For the photo, and it's a pretty funny photo.
It is really
actually.
funny. It's
So-
funnier in
This
color.
is the first
it really
one
is.
Abe has liked.
It is. I was
In a while.
yesterday at the
Because-
meeting. I was like,
because
What?
normally it's just such tacky photos. This is actually pretty funny.
Listen, man.
yeah, but it's.
I'm all alone here. I'm on my own island doing all the research for the show. If somebody has a picture, send it.
I looked the wrong direction. Hold on. I don't think that was ever.
We got pretty cool photos. Well, I'm waiting to see what you got. There you go.
Good job.
Thank you.
Proshik cigars. And how?
See? Right,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Alstani?
No, it's actually. You know what? I didn't put
Postani?
the. I
No, you
didn't put
didn't.
it there.
I know because you
It's
help.
Potionya.
Potionya.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
I can say this name, Mike Delancett.
Mike Delancett.
Good job.
Of Hourglass Brewery.
And he brought beer.
Nice. I need some beer this morning. But that name, Szcepankiewicz, I just feel like I want to go to a deli and I'll take a Szcepankiewicz. Right? It just sounds like something you would order in a deli.
It's
right?
just one of those typical Hourglass names that there's so many consonants
There
in there that
are.
are not consonants.
Right.
You know, like
Colin's laughing.
there's just a bunch of extra letters.
very nice guy, though. Still, he knows my name is hard. He had to say it for me like 7 times.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. We're just gonna have to call that Mike.
Mike and Mike.
Mike and Mike. Mike and Mike.
Eminem.
Isn't that a radio show somewhere, Mike and Mike?
That's Mike and the Mad Dog.
Okay, so.
No longer
Mike
together.
The Mad. Oh.
They hate each other now.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
That was like a sports thing, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mike's on ESPN now. He was on Sirius for a while. Oh, Mike and Mike, that is an ESPN? Oh, he's saying it is an ESPN.
There you go, see?
See, what do I know?
Hey, is that a kratom you're drinking this morning?
No, it is not. Thank you. It is a latte.
I've never seen a latte in a plastic bottle.
She does weird things,
Just
man.
weird.
Yeah, she's like one of those container hoarders. Because I always see her with containers of like random homemade things.
I mean, I'm gonna eventually say, I bet you that was a kratom bottle.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Yeah.
She also what she does is she buys a coffee and then she pours that cup of coffee into that bottle and then keeps the remainder of the coffee in the other cup.
Interesting.
No,
She's
well,
a strange bird.
So she only wants to drink.
Yes, I like to have it. I have a top. I work around a bunch of equipment. It's
You don't
cool.
like the straw.
And then I put my creamer in here, and then I can shake it up because it's a problem.
But when you're in the studio here, you usually have that bottle.
Yes.
And then you have
but that's because
the other
I go to
cup next
Brooklyn.
to it. So what's the point?
I go to Brooklyn Water Bagel even after I have this. I'm like, it looks so good. The cubes of coffee, they're already, even when they melt, they're great.
That is pretty ingenious.
I mean, so I get there, I'm like, oh, I have one, but I really want that one.
All right, guys.
Well, anyway.
He lets me get it.
That's a good break to segue right there. After the break, stick around. We're going to have Mike Szcepankiewicz of Pro Chic Cigars right after this. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Nat Sherman is the American luxury brand in premium cigars from classic flavors. And commitment to excellence reminds us why America's Nat Sherman brand is known as tobacconist to the world.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights.
Value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
The Oliva family, makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. The Southern Straight Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars, and in 2014, the Sir Jim Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality.
The recently released Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is an extremely rare blend of Perdomo's finest and most year-old finest and wrappers. Bale-aged for 10 years and then barrel-aged in bourbon barrels for additional 2 years. These are Nicaraguan are bursting with rich, complex flavors. Offered in Connecticut, sun-grown, or Maduro. Available at only 250 authorized tobacconists worldwide. Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is a must-have. for every cigar enthusiast.
Sereno Royale cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian Chevron Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw.
Mandatory.
She asked me, son, when I grow old,
I love the song.
will you buy me
I gotta make sure I can before, I don't know, we have 40 seconds of this intro.
I think you get more in this one.
I'm gonna wait.
This is regular music. There's so much going on. For people that are listening on the podcast or on the Facebook Live, we're working on it. Yeah. You have audio right now, but
I just said, what did I just say? You're contradicting me.
No, I was contradicting Erica.
I know, I was just trying to be.
No, it's the high quality products and equipment of JBC Studios.
we have state-of-the-art
equipment
for 1970.
Yes.
Oh, crap. Oh, you know what? I think I have this still
you know
turned
what,
up.
Paul? It could actually be borderline that still might have been dated in 1970, actually. To look at some of that equipment in there.
Remember the talkback button that they gave us?
Really?
It looked like a walkie-talkie from the 50s.
It was like the stuff like in the old Star Trek shows. It just looked so retarded. You know, they tried to make it look cool.
Yeah.
Rod said something is stepping on you, Barry said, Rod, nothing steps on Abe. Nothing.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you very much. All right, folks, it's time for what I consider to be my favorite part of the show.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
It's time to meet your maker.
In studio today, we have Mike and Mike from Proshik Cigars, which is the creation of two Polish-American brothers, Mike and Greg. That's a new one.
Szczepankiewicz. Honestly,
too many. There's way too many consonants in this paragraph.
He was all
Szczepankiewicz. I was so used to saying it. I only looked at the what do you call it? The thing you do so we know how to pronounce it. I forget what it's called.
Phonetic.
Yeah, I'm looking at the phonetic. I didn't realize what it looked like just spelled normally.
Oh, there's like Z's and P's and
it's
they're all over.
S-Z-C-Z-E.
After years of running a thriving retail store here in Florida, the brothers dug into their heritage by creating their very own cigar. Yeah. I don't got the phonetics for that one, too. This is going to be a rough show.
Poshik.
No.
Which one are you looking at?
Postania.
Say again?
Postania.
Postania. You guys were like really trying to go for like...
Oh, he has Poshania. Postania.
So even his phonetics aren't right.
Wow. Love it.
I blame the research.
It's fun. It's just different.
Postania. Taking a page from history, the brand name.
We don't really have any vowels with anything.
No.
Brutal.
But it's easy because both of our guests' names today are Mike.
Right, so we just decided
So
to call you Mike and Mike.
Yeah.
Could you hear that in the other? You're the last name I got. It was no problem.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, perfect.
So now, Mike, okay, you know, when I'm thinking of a deli, it's easy. I have a Szcepankiewicz, but when I see it written down,
have a Szcepankiewicz.
it throws me off. So you and your brother started the company. Were you both running the retail store in Florida?
Yeah.
Where was your store?
Deltona. So it's still there. It's
you
still
guys are still running the store. Okay, great.
Yeah, we had built a location about 7 or 8 years ago, and
what's the name of the store?
Cigar Hustler.
Okay.
And it's gone pretty well.
Are there poles in them?
No polls. No polls. Just the standard.
Okay. Well, I'm just a hustler.
You're right. I got you. I got you. And
a Rick Ross song.
And it went pretty well. You know, we started expanding as far as developing our own brand. Originally, we were. I don't know. We became really big for where we were at, and other people kind of noticed, and it became an issue for us as far as getting access to certain products. We kind of experienced some suppression.
Really?
So, yeah.
Because you had your own house brand.
No, before our house brand, with other brands in the industry, like
other retailers were trying to stop you from getting product.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So we decided to build something with the Romacraft guys that couldn't be touched. So Postania means uprising. It just kind of fit with all of that, right?
Yeah, I get it.
That's kind of like our own, revolution in the industry. The Roma guys have always been really good to us. We reached out to them at an early base. They make fantastic product.
How long have you guys been making this brand?
Well, we started making the brand, I'd say, it's like almost 3 years ago at this point, probably 2.
I'm assuming when you started this brand, you sold only in the brick and mortar.
Yeah, so everything that kind of happened is always kind of parlayed, right? So we built this brand. We wanted to make it just for us, and then we were already establishing other relationships with retailers. Pretty big on Instagram and social media, and they wanted to carry the product. So we started with them, expanded it. It's so weird that I can hear my voice, man.
It's so strange.
Yeah. So we started with them, and that kind of blew up. We only wanted, 5 or 10 accounts. 10 accounts turned into 20 turned into 30, and it's just always a product that's running out, and we always have issues with supply and demand, but I would prefer it to be that way as long as the quality was never altered.
Right? Now, are you doing all this distribution out of your retail store?
Yeah, we handle all the distribution in-house in our own spot, and actually, when we started doing distribution for this product, Romacraft, or the Nica Sueño factory, started making a product called Fable, so I handle the distribution for them as well. Esteban.
Whose brand is that?
It's my buddy Matul and Sean. They own a cigar store out in New York.
Don't you know anybody named Bud?
No Bob, no Dave, no Smith, nothing like that.
Where's the fun in that?
Come on. He's like, it's a prerequisite. If your name is easy to pronounce.
Well, right. Except I'm Mike. I surround myself.
Differentiate for our listeners. So you're going to be Mike S. And Mike, what's your last name?
Delancett.
So you're Mike D and Mike S. Now, Mike D, what exactly do you do?
I'm the head brewer for Hourglass Brewery.
Oh, so you're the beer guy.
Yes,
yeah.
There you go.
So I can kind of break all this down for you, right? So
now Mike D's not involved in the cigar side at all.
No, but kind of. So right. So we expanded our shop into handling craft beer, and we wanted to.
You know what? Hold on to that thought because we actually have a hard break coming up. He's all proud of me. Paul's like, "Give me thumbs up."
Good man.
Anyways, we got a hard break.
I'm proud of you too.
We're gonna have more with Mike and Mike after the break. Learn about the brewery and the cigars from Proshik Cigars. Right after this, keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Joya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade-grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
Quality and value are always the 2 biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Make sure you try all of Caldwell's lines, including Long Live the King, Blind Man's Bluff, and Eastern Standard, which were all awarded 91 ratings by Cigar Aficionado and Cigar Snob. Do not forget the 93 rated King is Dead, which earned a spot in the top 25 cigars of the year last year by Cigar Aficionado. You can find more information by following Caldwell Cigar Company on Facebook. If you're not running with us, run from us. We own the night. Caldwell Cigar Company.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
If you had to pack a go bag, what would go in it? For Pepe Mendez, it was his rare Pilotico tobacco seeds, which he personally carried to the Dominican Republic half a century ago. In tribute, we introduced the Monte Cristo Pilotico Pepe Mendez, a robust cigar with nutty, leathery notes and a slow burn that marks the rebirth of a golden age. Try the new Monte Cristo at your local cigar lounge, and you may want to pack one to go too. Surgeon General warning, tobacco smoke increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease even in non-smokers.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, their life and their family's life changes dramatically. Chemotherapy treatments, doctor visits, and trips to the hospital soon consume their time. The programs and services provided by the Kids Cancer Foundation make it possible for the foundation to meet the needs of our young patients and families. We could not provide these resources without your support. For more information and to find out how you can make a difference in the life of a child battling cancer, call 561-333-8116 or visit kidscancersf.org.
Sponsored by CLE Cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Wow.
Is this for Erica?
Really, Colin? Really?
This is David Lee Roth, right?
Singing it, yeah.
Yeah, it was still David Lee Roth,
yeah,
right?
he was still around.
Sometimes I get blended
I
in
told
those
you,
songs.
Rick Ross.
All right.
Rick Ross. Every day I'm hustling.
Welcome back, folks. You're listening to KMA Radio. I'm your
Just
host,
cut the beginning.
Honest Abe, and we are broadcasting live from the heart of Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And to my left is our very own morning mistress, Erica Danielle.
How we like that, guys? How does that sound, right?
Our morning mistress.
Yeah? All right. The mics like it. Mikey
Mike and
likes
Mike.
it.
It's Mike and Mike.
He likes it.
He likes it.
It sounds a little dirty. I like it. I'm into that.
And sitting to my right is Mike and Mike. Mike Szcepankiewicz.
Really?
I'm working
it. Hey, good job. That was pretty good.
Szcepankiewicz from Proshik Cigar. And Proshik Cigars. And we were just getting ready before the break. He was telling us about the relationship that I guess you got with Mike D.
Yeah. So we started carrying craft beer in our location.
Do you have all liquor or just beer?
Just beer.
Okay. Do you do wine or just beer?
Wine as well.
Okay.
Yeah, like some ports too. But we started kind of gravitating into more the craft stuff. That's probably because of my relationship with the Roma Craft guys. They're both big craft beer guys. So
where are they out of, Roma Craft?
They're in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
And their factory is in Esteli, Nicaragua.
All right.
So we started off handling craft beer as far as to go and as well as consumption in store. And we wanted a lot of local. We want to start bringing in local breweries. So we hooked up with the Hourglass guys, started carrying their product. Kind of make a long story short, I walked in one day and started harassing Mike here and saying, hey, you know what would be awesome is if we could take and create our own beer paired directly towards a cigar, which has never been done before in the industry. So we wanted to do something. We wanted to have a heavier beer that kind of sweetened on the tail end that would complement the Habano line. So we made a beer. I'm going to drop another one on you. It's called Jadek, which is Polish for grandfather.
Our bartenders love
I mean, you got some serious Polish pride going
but it's
on
probably
here.
like
loving it.
It's probably like JZPRQ.
No, it starts with the D. It starts with the D.
And how is it pronounced?
Jadek.
Jadek.
It starts with a D, and it's Jadek.
It's easier if you just say it to us.
Yeah.
And then,
Got
as
it.
long as we never see it written, it's fine.
Right.
You weren't concerned at all with any of these names being
No.
so difficult.
What he's thinking is makes us
I
stand
mean, I know
out.
it's not difficult to you,
You know what
but
it
you
is?
know it's got to be difficult to other
Right,
people.
of course. But for me, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. I kind of made everything for me, and if people love it, awesome, and then we can all hang out and do it together.
Is this a way for you to get back at all of us for all the Polish jokes we made growing up?
No.
First of all, hold on.
curious.
I didn't make any.
You want to know what it is? It is me getting back at everybody that's in the cigar industry that says that they're Cuban or that they're related to Davidoff, because everybody says that.
That's funny.
So I decided just to kind of own,
your heritage.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So instead of
You, Mike D. From Hourglass, tell us a little bit about your beer company.
So we started in 2012. We were a little 3-barrel system, which is like just under 100 gallons at a time. We're yielding there. Had a really nice start off there.
And are you up in Deltona too?
We're just up the road. We're in Longwood, north side of Orlando.
Right.
So about 3 years ago, we moved into our new facility. We're a 10-barrel system in there now, and we've been continually growing. Sorry, I hear myself breathing.
Is
It's crazy.
Okay.
But we're distributing statewide in Florida and just started distributing into Georgia and South Carolina.
Really?
Hoping to go out to Colorado pretty soon. But yeah, we focus on pretty much trying to have a huge assortment of beers. We're all super beer nerds, obviously, and we usually have a bunch of historic styles on where we'll go in and kind of deal with some research, go back and recreate a Russian, like we have a kvass on right now, which is a Russian old style beer that would actually be fermented from bread. So we did a collaboration with the guys at Rap Brewing over in St. Pete. They came over and we tore up a bunch of bread loaves, popped them in our mash tun, used a really cool huskless Egyptian barley, and created this. Tried to recreate this beer style. We're doing a lot of focus on wood fermented wild and sour ales now too. They've been a big trend in the industry. So it's basically like all your regular beer is Saccharomyces fermentation, so it's going to have that clean.
So bad. It's so sad that Adam's not here
He's
right now.
crying. He's at home crying.
Adam the brewmeister would be having like a
Hence the brewmeister.
conversation with you about everything you're saying, because I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I'll try to keep
I wonder
it
what
short
that feels like.
It sounds
in there,
delicious.
but all the other stuff we do, so that would be everything that's in that wild side on traditional beer that we know in America would be considered a contaminant. Like the flavors that you're going to yield from it seem very unusual. They're sour. They have all these different characters like funk, barnhouse. They're like the terms that you're going to hear.
Really?
So those have to be completely isolated from the rest of what we brew, and that stuff becomes much more traditional and like the Belgian and kind of Alps culture of brewing.
Now, at your brewery, can consumers walk in and taste and buy and taste beer? Or you guys strictly?
No, we usually have between 25 and 30 beers on tap, another 10 or so in package. 240 seat tap room up there.
Oh wow!
You can walk in and actually see the brew house. It's all glassed in. So if you come in during the day when we're working, you get to watch us work and sweat.
Now, I'm assuming, Mike D, that you are a cigar smoker.
I am indeed.
All right.
Yeah, that's kind of where this
is that how you
came together.
Now, did you go to his bar first? Did you go to his shop first?
He came to me first.
Okay. So when he comes to you and says, "Look, we have this cigar. I want to make a beer to pair this to this cigar," what's your initial thought at the time?
Honestly, it was kind of like a perfect marriage there. First off, it really helped that he came in with a bunch of cigars and was like, "Here, have a bunch of free cigars."
That's a plus. That's a plus.
It did something in the back of my mind.
You gotta lay the groundwork.
Yeah, you do.
That's a plus.
It's been in the back of my mind for a while to do something very similar, so it was kind of just a perfect marriage there. Pairing is a huge part of what we do.
So I'm curious.
Food and cheese and all that sort of stuff.
We'll have to get into it after the break because we're going to take a break. Because I want to know. Well, I want to know what the steps are that you kind of do when you try to pair a cigar.
People actually do this stuff. I'm sorry, Nat. I was thinking about brewing beer. Like people do it in like their bathtubs and stuff to start out.
Adam brews beer in his house all the time. He's brought them in.
I need to understand that process because to me, I'm like, really, you're going to brew something in your bathtub and drink?
Adam brews beer all the time.
He hasn't done it recently. He said he's going to for the holidays. I think he's going to try and do it again. I think when we had the other guys come in with that Christmas ale, that got him all excited about doing the Christmas.
I think
beer.
it's fun.
He makes good beer. I've had it. Yeah, he makes real good beer. I mean,
for Abe to say that's a big deal.
I wouldn't have said it if he was here.
Obviously.
I mean, I know he's not listening, so we actually got a few minutes. Why don't you walk us through how you pair something?
So usually when whether it's a food pairing or cigar pairing or anything like that, first thing you do is try what you're pairing it with. So we sat down actually in their office and smoked through a few and kind of all took our notes and pooled what we really wanted to emphasize in that stick. And then we kind of came back to, we always like to tell a story with the beer a little bit, and as much as he's trying to distance himself from the Cuban, we definitely paid tribute to that Floridian tradition as well in there of that. So it's a Cuban rum and Cuban coffee. Then we aged the whole thing on sugar maple. The sugar maple kind of brings out like this fun cakey note in the beer, and so you have that kind of coffee rum influence and that sweetness with a little roast on the back from the stout that really just kind of.
So what does that do with the cigar? What part of the cigar you're like, we need this because?
Well, I mean, you just try and create something that'll complement it, right? That'll enhance the experience with the cigar as well as enhance the experience with the beer. So
it's like peanut butter and chocolate, girl. Don't you get it?
It just happens. It's like Nutella.
Totally get it.
Two great things that go great together.
Listen,
we complement some of the chocolate and leather character, and the peppery character kind of sets off a bit from the
so the cigar is like a peppery type thing, and then this is the sweetness to it.
As the beer warms and as you get to the tail end of the cigar, the beer becomes definitely sweeter. Mike actually brought some for you guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some.
It's really fun to play. Go ahead.
No, I just had a question because obviously I'm more knowledgeable in the cigar side of the industry, and when people are working on blends, they roll 4 or 5 cigars, a dozen cigars, they try them out, work their way through, and I'm just curious, does that work the same way in beer? I mean, you have like a little 2-gallon vat that you're working on batches, or do you got to make a big vat and whatever it is that comes out, it's done, and you hope that it comes out right?
Fortunately, we've been doing it long enough that we have a pretty good idea of what our ingredients are and where we're going to end, but we laugh all the time.
So when you're making a test batch, what's the minimum amount of beer that's made?
If we make a test batch, we're usually around 10 gallons. Most of the time these days, we just go straight in for the full 310. But like I was saying, we laugh all the time because there's a lot of similarity between what we do. We're just working in a different medium, and when you're going into beer, like a dark beer has a base grain that's going to give you the primary alcohol character, but a lot of the flavors will be caramel malts or roasted malts, and even across, just like tobacco, different distributors, different regions, the terroir of where that was grown.
Have you ever made a batch and you just says,
you're like,
this is putrid.
This is gross.
As a home brewer, we definitely did that.
But now you know
in the brewing
enough
industry,
that it's...
Yeah, I mean, most of the time, we're pretty safe. Every once in a while, the fun thing with beer is that we are dealing with a live organism. Yeast is alive, so it is constantly growing through the beer and converting that sugar to alcohol.
If you made a 10-gallon batch and you didn't like it, are there adjustments you can make at that point, or is it done?
We can certainly make adjustments. It's again with the yeast. If it's going south, usually you try to get ahead of it. So if it's going south or going the wrong direction, we try to do some things to tweak the ideal environment and all that. So.
All right. Well, we're gonna have more with Mike and Mike or Pro Chic Cigars and Hourglass Brewery right after this break. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Sereno Royale cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
This is a La Aurora issued public service announcement. The iconic lion has gone rogue. Breaking out of the original Dominican cigar factory is Untamed by La Aurora. Undoubtedly, one of their strongest cigars proves that not only can their factory provide flavorful sticks, but powerful as well. Taking a fantastic Dominican Nicaraguan blend and wrapping it with an oily Connecticut broadleaf wrapper creates a wild ride of flavor from start to finish. Be aware, this animal is extremely aggressive and should be approached with caution.
Congratulations, champ, on winning your exhibition fight. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I'm going to smoke one of these amazing Leaf by Oscar cigars.
You mean Leaf by Oscar?
That's what I said, Leaf by Oscar.
It's called Leaf by Oscar, and yes, they are amazing cigars.
See, now you're making me mad. I just want to enjoy my Leaf by Oscar cigar, but you're making fun of me.
It's called Leaf by Oscar.
That's 2 knockouts. Now I get to smoke 2 Leaf by Oscar cigars.
That's Leaf by Oscar.
Hi, this is Rocky Patel, and I'd like to invite you to try one of our decade cigars. This premier cigar received a 95 rating from Cigar Aficionado, one of the highest ratings ever afforded by that magazine. It's a beautiful Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with fillers from Nicaragua and Honduras. This cigar is medium to full-bodied, rich, complex, yet elegant and well-balanced. I promise you, you're going to love the decade. Try it.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Zycar, the world leader in cigar accessories, has done it again. One of their best lighters is now even better. The popular Enigma Double Jet Flame lighter is now the new Enigma 2. Complete with a new clean design, this lighter was re-engineered for dependability and performance. It feels more ergonomic in your hand, and new internal components give it the horsepower you need. Like everything Zycar, this comes with the incredible lifetime warranty. Zycar for life.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, their life and their family's life changes dramatically. Chemotherapy treatments, doctor visits, and trips to the hospital soon consume their time. The programs and services provided by the Kids Cancer Foundation make it possible for the foundation to meet the needs of our young patients and families. We could not provide these resources without your support. For more information to find out how you can meet the cancer, call 561-333-8116 or visit kidscancersf.org.
Sponsored by CLE Cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Still not what I asked for. I like Mike. He's going to play with me.
I'm just watching you dance. Okay, we can go on like this for the whole segment.
I was really shy about dancing. But I was off beat, so for a while, but now I don't.
Wait, back it up. Paul, our producer, called you off beat? Yeah. Listen, Suave Rico, what do you have moves I don't know about that you're calling someone else off beat?
No, but I was waiting for you to say what you said last night to me when I was acting a little cocky, and you're like, the guy loses 3 pounds, and now he thinks he's
winning. Well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, the last 2 days I know where it all went with brain cells.
Where it came from?
brewery. Now, is the beer that you brewed made for this cigar in particular?
Correct.
Okay, tell us about the cigar here if you want to show it on the camera.
So
that's your Habano line?
That is the Habano line. So my brother and I created 2 blends. We went down to the Nica Sueño factory to create one, and we just went 2 totally different directions. I thought that the Habano wrapper was a little more neutral and gave you more options as far as the filler and added to the complexity, and he kind of gravitated towards a broadleaf, which is definitely more a bolder, more robust wrapper. So when we originally created it, we only wanted to make 1 blend, and what we did was we produced about 300 or 400 sticks each, made sampler packs of 100, and did a voting thing with all of our customers to determine which one was better. The Habano did win, but the margin was so small, we're like, well, we might as well make both.
Right
so we decided to release the Habano first and then follow up with the broadleaf about 6 months later.
And are both the Habano and broadleaf distributed outside of your stores?
Correct.
How many stores are they in roughly?
Postania is probably in about 80 or 90 stores on a national level. It might be a little bit higher than that because we do Santa Clara now. So Casa de Monte Cristo, they have a bunch of locations at this point, and they're just continuing to buy more.
So Santa Clara also distributes the cigar?
Well, no, Santa Clara handles. JR's carries it as well as Casa de Monte Cristo's.
Okay, yeah.
And then as far as Poshik distribution in general, we probably deal with about 180 accounts for all the brands that we carry.
How many brands do you carry?
Right now, I think we're up to 5.
And what are the 5 brands?
So it kind of started off with just Postania, and then Postania developed into Fable. The guys out of New York, they made a cigar, and they wanted us to handle distribution for them because it's made out of the same factory as Nica Sueño, Roma Craft guys. And then Esteban, one of the owners in the Nica Sueño factory, made his own cigar called the Guaymero. And he produces about 30 or 40,000 sticks a year, so it's a super small run. And they didn't want to hand it to the Roma Craft guys because of the fact that it was so small, so they decided to give it to me, which I was super excited about. And then I had a customer of mine who became a really good friend. His name is Victor. He makes a cigar in the Dominican called Shogui. And I was telling him, he sent me some sticks, and I was like, you need to get this into the United States. So about 4 or 5 months later, I'm like, what's going on, man? He's like, I need to find a distributor. I'm like, well, dude,
hello,
I am that guy. Right. Let's go ahead and do that. So we started handling distribution for him as well. And that brand is doing really well. He's also a small run guy. So
just trying to get a bearing here. How many cigars do you think you distribute or ship in annually?
I don't know. A lot.
Yeah.
A decent amount.
How big's your facility?
It's not gigantic. But what's really cool is everything's.
Are you warehousing these cigars for all these brands?
So what has happened is we've kind of taken a retail store and we've taken compartments in that store and built humidors for particular products. And it's just kind of
multiple.
Yeah,
on the retail side or in the back end side of the shop.
It's on the back end of the retail store, and they're all under lock and key. So
okay, not where consumers can go.
No, you can't just
in their shop. It's full of cigars.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. So, but what happens is what's kind of cool is everything is such a small run that you run out of the product, so the shelf becomes empty, and then something else comes in. So it works out really, really well.
For now.
But hey, growing is a great problem to have.
Yeah, it is.
I know it. And how many square feet is your
it's probably 2,500 squares.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we make every inch of it.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
So
we're just expanding our second location, which was 1,600 square feet, but we used to run everything out of there.
Right.
It was like 20 pounds stuffed in a 5-pound bag.
There you go.
Literally, I mean, we had at one point there was like a bar area that we didn't serve liquor, but we had espresso and stuff, and probably about 6 people could sit at the bar, and our staff just took it over like eminent domain.
Really?
Yeah.
They just don't
There's no
need
more
this.
offices, nowhere where people were working. We had 2 guys working sitting on this side of the bar, and 2 guys working sitting on the other side of the bar.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sitting there with their laptops.
Yeah, but it broke out for a second.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fine.
I had my laptop, and then we'd have our web guy and Emily at the time, and then we had Izzy on the inside with a guy named Michael. So it was like literally 5 of us sitting there working at the bar. Little 8
It's a
foot,
shame
10
they
foot
didn't
bar.
have alcohol. They might have.
No, we would have gotten nothing done. Right. So right now, the beer you make, and you had a question. Somebody had a question on
Oh, yes.
on
Give me
Facebook
just
Live regarding the beer.
1 second.
Didn't they?
Hold on,
But
yes.
the beer that you currently make is only for this one. For that, it was intentionally paired for the Habano.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Are there any future pairings? And now, is that beer just sold in your retail store? Or do you actually try to? Is that sold
we'll
outside?
Be distributing it statewide in Florida.
Really?
But they are going to be taking a lot of it. So if you guys want to get a hold of it, they're probably the best bet at this point.
Yeah.
Right on.
Wow. So
Road trip. All right. Questions. All right. Skip says, "Why doesn't the Roma headquarters have this beer?" Inquiring minds want to know.
We're working on it. We're
Is that
Skip Martin? In 3 states right now. Texas is on our radar.
I'll send it to you.
Where is the
I got you covered.
Are you talking about the Roma headquarters in Nicaragua?
Yeah. No, he's talking about in Austin. So in Austin, they have a huge outlay of craft beer. I mean, it's crazy. And they have so much limited, hard to find stuff. I mean, Skip is a big deal when it comes into all the craft beer, and he's definitely educated me on a lot of this stuff. So yeah, we're working on bottling Jodek, and when it gets bottled, I'll definitely send some to Austin.
He also says Mike's D, I think he just means Mike D, needs to come to Austin and visit Jester King.
Yeah.
And on a side note, Nick says last names with 15 letters for $200, Alex.
Right?
Let's see. There was another question I think that you guys wanted to answer. Selling with Roma Craft. Are there cigars similar to Roma Craft?
So yeah, I mean, anything that's out of the same factory is definitely going to have a similar profile to some degree. However, they are totally different as far as the cigars. What's really cool about Skip and Esteban as well as Mike is they've all kind of mentored me in different aspects of the industry. So, Skip and Esteban did a great job of breaking down for me, flavor profiles of Condega, Ometepe, Habano, so like I know what those things taste like. I've put them together. Skip has let me fail in making a cigar.
Best way to learn.
And saying, okay, so like my first creation was a Habano wrapper with a Habano binder, and it took away from everything inside. He goes, so what do you taste? I'm like, I taste Habano. He says, okay, so we need to make some modifications, right? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So they've done a great job as far as me, learning. So when you were asking before about the brewery and stuff, I was, of course, instantly thinking, well, if you know what certain things are going to taste like, it becomes a lot easier. You don't have to blend 100 blends to make a great cigar. If you know that you want to put something.
So, being a young company, have you got work?
Yeah, we're on the up and up.
Palm Beach, offering a free lunch buffet Monday through Thursday with $5 prices on Friday, 2-for-1 drinks till 7 p.m. Scores Palm Beach, VIP seating and second.
WSWN Belgrade, the new 900 AM, the talk of the Palm Beaches, and online at 900thetalk.com.
Volunteers and other storm survivors.
The Trump administration will ask Congress for a down payment of nearly $6 billion in relief money. Lawmakers could vote as soon as next week. Steve from Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
The death toll from Harvey.
Will be back home today, opening up a weekend series against the Mets. In California, it's dry weather, not the rain wreaking havoc as wildfires continue to burn out of control. CAL FIRE spokesman Brad Bayun says temperatures are making it tough to fight the Ponderosa fire that's President Trump says he'll young people brought into the country illegally as children. Governor John Hickett spoken the Rivals program on Friday in Denver.
Law-abiding dreamers deserve the chance to realize their potential in the only country they've ever known.
The DACA program has given nearly 8,000 young immigrants the ability to work, go to school, and to be free, or immune, I should say, from deportation. Penn State fraternity brothers charged in the death of a pledge after an This is Center County District Attorney Stacey Parks Miller.
We do plan to refile charges, and we're going to carefully consider which ones. Certainly the manslaughter is being refiled. That was just a no-brainer.
Tim Piazza died February 4th. He had fallen down a flight of stairs, but no one called 911 until hours later. This is CBS News.
Results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services. If you owe the IRS back taxes, payroll taxes, or have not filed your returns, the IRS will get you. They can take your property, take you to court, even put you in jail. With one call to Wall, you'll never need to talk to the IRS again. Our average client settles for about 10% of what is owed. We offer free face-to-face consultations in your local area. Call 800-727-0433. That's 800-727-0433.
This is Charles Osgood. Tax compliance can be a real pain for businesses. That's why I'd like to tell you about Avalara's powerful tax automation technology. Avalara simplifies sales tax and other business taxes with real-time tax rate calculations and automatic return filing. Avalara's software already integrates with your accounting, e-commerce, and point-of-sale systems, so it couldn't be easier. Find out how the good people at Avalara can help you at avalara.com. That's AVALARA.com.
Flu shot season is just about here, and officials are hoping this year's batch is more effective than last year's for some adults.
Each year, the World Health Organization selects the 3 most common strains of flu to create the best vaccine. And scientists say last year's vaccine was effective in reducing the risk of infection among children by 66%. The bad news, the vaccine was virtually worthless when it came to those over age 65. Experts say it has to do with the immune system, which weakens with age. Older people don't respond as well to a vaccine. Health officials are now looking at a higher dose just for the elderly to improve the immune response. Jim Shenevy, CBS News.
Country singer Miranda Lambert's charity, Mutt Nation, has rescued more than 70 dogs from Houston animal shelters. The rescues mean the shelters will have space to look after dogs that got lost during Harvey. Mutt Nation's sending vehicles to Houston to fetch the dogs, and they will continue to shuttle in and out, they say, till they get more. Bill Rakoff, CBS News.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. Every day people ask me, Jay, did I miss out? Have the rates gone up? The answer is no. Rates are still low, and it's a perfect time to refinance your home, especially if your mortgage rate is higher than 4.25%. If you'd like to lower your interest rate and save thousands of dollars in interest without starting over on a new 30-year loan, a Quicken Loans Yorgage is what you're looking for. With our exclusive Yorgage, you can choose a term that works best for you, anywhere from 8 to 30 years. The rate today on an 8-year Yorgage is 3.25%. APR 3.75%. For 7 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation for customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. And for the 4th year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in the nation for mortgage servicing. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to quickenloans.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Really going retro this week, old school.
Where is Rick Ross? It's really going to disappoint me if you don't play it at least once before the end.
They're holding out on you.
I know. What's up with that? Whoopsie.
These guys were just in concert here recently. It's like last week, weren't they? Yeah.
Oh, I look horrible.
Are you eating on the air?
I told her. I told her.
So you got 30 seconds. I'm like, I can't eat it that fast. Do I sound like I'm eating, though? No, you can just see me.
You can see
so there.
stuffing your face.
That's why I keep going to your camera.
That's why I leave the room. I just feel too awkward sitting there stuffing my face on camera.
And you just come right here and do it in front of
me. I had to eat a bagel on an empty stomach. I got a growler of beer in front of me here. I mean, I figured let me throw something in there. Honest Abe here. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio with the Morning of Mistress Radio. Morning of Mistress Radio. That was backwards.
Yeah, that's
the mistress of Morning Radio.
Morning Radio.
Yeah, it's all right.
He's getting tired from the bagel.
The sesame seeds from the everything bagel got caught in my tongue.
Oh, is that what it is? And it reversed the whole
sentence? The carbs are lulling you into a slumber.
The lovely Erica Danielle. But yeah, we're all eating bagels here this morning. Brooklyn Bagel, you know. Be nice if they give us a free bag every once in a week.
Brooklyn Water Bagel.
I know, I buy it all the time.
Brooklyn Water Bagel. It'd be nice if they...
And the cubes to coffee.
We'll get the intern to get us a sponsorship.
Both of you say the names wrong. It's Brooklyn Water Bagel and it's Cubista.
Well, there's no I in it. So
yeah, there is.
No, there is. Is there really?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
I'm going to look it up online.
I like to make a bet.
She was determined to argue that point. Like
I was ready.
The claws came out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Rod
Last
says,
week when I wasn't here,
bagel.
she was she got a little catty too.
She's getting feistier and feistier by the week.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm all right with it.
Could be dangerous a month from now.
You thought I was opinionated in the beginning.
Might see me sitting here doing the show with a catcher's mask in a few weeks. Just in case.
Just in case. No. Okay, maybe. We'll see. Depends on if it's fun.
They have a new marketing director over there. I bet you they'd love to get involved with the show. So I'll reach out to them.
Yeah, man. We can go there every Saturday to get bagels for the show.
Just to clarify, though, because Stephanie might be listening, I'm not eating a bagel.
Oh no.
I just ate a diet bar.
No, he would never eat.
I still got like another maybe 20 pounds to lose.
Because to eat a bagel after the 8 glasses of rum he had last night would be totally preposterous.
See, this is why you're so wrong. I could tell you, everybody knows you're making this up because I don't drink rum.
A bourbon, sorry.
I had one bourbon last night. That's all I drank.
He did, and after the first
No. It was one glass. She just kept pouring more bourbon in it.
And he was like,
"Don't let him lie."
I'm drunk.
I laid back
in our meeting. He totally did. Threw his hands up. I'm drunk.
We've talked about recording our meetings and then editing out the parts that we don't want people to see.
No, because we could swear. Because that won't make radio.
No, but I'm talking about like personal stuff. Like
I don't think we should edit anything.
All right. Well, there may be some things that I can't talk about. I mean, I'm a very private person.
But you're so nosy about other people's lives.
That's because they offer up information.
No. It's because he wants to take it off of him.
That's the female side of him, man.
Stop it.
It is.
Can we go back to that bet?
That's what women do. They want the scoop. They want the gossip, and you love doing that. I've seen you do it.
I like to entertain myself.
He's asked Erica questions in our meetings. And I'm not lying.
So inappropriate.
So inappropriate.
So inappropriate.
I'm like, dude, really? and you know, he like says it to her, not like with any warning. He just like Walter Cronkite. So, Erica, I heard, you know.
Is this true?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like so like nonchalant.
It's the
I have to be
broadcaster in
very
me.
specific if I'm going to answer the question, and also if I'm going to tell a story. It's like I haven't learned what parts to share and what parts to not share, because if I share the wrong ones,
you can share
the
everything.
story goes.
You can share everything with us.
No way! I'm trying to tell them a story yesterday, and they're both like, uh-huh. I'm like, well, forget it. I'm just going to sit here and wait until y'all are done.
No, we're texting each other back and forth.
Yeah.
Is she done yet?
Her?
I don't know. I'm trying not to listen. Is she done? No, Paul. I don't know.
Can you believe how crazy she is?
I'm trying not to make eye contact, Paul. How about you?
Shut up.
And this is what we're texting back and forth to each other while you're talking.
Horrible.
Listen.
Horrible people.
It was a long story.
It was because you guys kept talking.
When you were done, I was expecting you to go, and that's the rest of the story. It was long.
Okay, it wasn't that long. You guys just wouldn't shut up.
I think
it was pretty long.
I think the story was longer than our show meeting. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Yeah.
And I have such a low tolerance. Like I get distracted very easily.
Squirrel.
So in the middle of in the middle of a story, that's why Abe does the same thing though. He's on his phone. He's doing work.
Listen to me. But I can multitask. All right. I'm actually listening, doing everything while I'm on the phone. I'm never zoned out.
So not true.
Hold on.
So true.
So not true.
Wait.
I'll say direct sentences to you
That's different.
while you're
I'm
on your
ignoring
phone.
you. There's a difference. Ask my employees. I'm in my office working, and because we got the high ceilings, you know, sound carries very well. So like, I hear them saying something at the bar, and I come out and say, "Dude, why would you do that?" Like, how did you hear that? Dude, I hear everything. I'm just ignoring. There's a difference.
It only has to happen once to prove your point. But excuse me, can we go back to this? We're going to have a bet thing on the Cubes to Coffee, please?
Oh, she must have looked it up and is
what
right.
do I win?
The only reason why it's coming back up now.
What do I win?
It doesn't count if you already looked up the
No,
answer.
but you were so certain. You said you'd like to make a bet.
You're on BrooklynWaterbagel.com.
I am on
and there's no
BrooklynWaterbagel.com.
I
There
in
is
the middle.
no I. No, sir.
Well, guess what?
Here,
Erica,
ready?
You were right.
Oh, I love it. Right there. Go ahead.
I can't read that from here.
Put it on the camera, fool.
Oh.
Wow. Put it on the camera.
You got real ghetto there.
I told you.
Go back.
I told
right.
Catch Your Mask next week.
Everybody else?
Catch Your Mask next week.
Is there an I?
Hey, we got
No I.
She's that vicious about coffee, man. I don't know what's going to happen.
You know, there's a lot of news going on in the industry. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, you think we should talk about that?
Was that was that
Nice
one hell of
segue
a
there.
segue.
Should we see what's going on with the scoop with Coop?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com. You're listening to...
All right. You're listening to...
And that's it. You're listening
The Scoop
to...
with Coop.
that was all.
Right. Big news, actually. A little surprising to myself. Hans Christian Hosegaard and Andreas Schmidt depart Oettinger with Davidoff AG. Davidoff has announced two major executive changes to its organization. Today, the company announced the departure of Chief Executive Officer Hans Christian Hosegaard and Chairman Andreas Schmidt. Do you know Hans or Andreas? You never met Hans?
Nope.
Well, you're not going to now.
No, you won't. That's good.
The board of directors has named former Oettinger Davidoff AG Chief Operating Officer Beat Hunstein as its new CEO and Domenico Scala as its new chairman. Hosegaard has been CEO of Davidoff since 2011 and oversaw one of the most successful periods of growth for the premium cigar segment of the company. According to a press release by Oettinger Davidoff, Hosegaard is leaving the company to concentrate on his outside board and consultancy mandates. Scala was responsible as CFO of Syngenta and CEO of Noble Biocare until May of 2016. He chaired the Independent Audit and Compliance Committee of FIFA. Isn't that like one of the most corrupt organizations in the world? Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
The moves are effective immediately.
All right, then. Sir David Tang, the Hong Kong businessman, known to the cigar industry as the founder and chairman of Pacific Cigar Company, has died at age 63.
That's young.
That is very young. Pacific Cigar Company is the exclusive distributor of Habanos products and the exclusive distributor of Habanos SA products in the Asian Pacific region. The company also offered cigar accessories branded, I think is it Siglo?
Siglo, yes.
Siglo, and owned 60 retail stores in Asia Pacific, China, and Canada.
Wow.
The Asia Times reported 2 weeks ago that Tang had been given a few weeks to live.
Wow.
Tang,
I think it's like almost worse.
I think it's terrible.
They tell you
I
that
don't
want
to know.
I don't
yeah.
either.
I don't want to
I
know.
don't either. That's like, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't go to bed for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Right. I'm too afraid to go to sleep.
I got to do everything right now.
In fact, you probably make it worse, and you'd probably die sooner.
So bad, yeah.
Yeah, the stress would be terrible. Yeah. He was well known outside the cigar industry. He was the grandson of Tang Shu Kin, who founded the Kowloon Bus Company, was also a businessman and philanthropist. Tang started working at his grandfather's firm and eventually set out on his own. He founded several businesses, including the Shanghai Tang fashion stores. Shanghai Tang became a global presence in the fashion world. He would sell Shanghai Tang to Richmond in 1998.
Plasencia Alma de Campo arrives at retailers. One of the big stories of 2017 trade show was arrival of the Plasencia family as exhibitors of their own brand. Plasencia has been, for those listeners don't know, been making almost everybody's cigars for decades now.
Really?
Yeah, they're big makers of brands and tobacco, and they've rolled cigars for tons of people. One of the new cigars showcased was the Alma del Campo. It's the second cigar blend in the series that makes up the company's ultra-premium Alma line. Alma del Campo is a Nicaraguan puro featuring tobaccos from the Plasencia farms. It is available in 5 sizes, each packaged in 10-count boxes. The Alma del Campo follows up the Alma Fuerte, which was Plasencia's first company's release.
All right, CAO Cigars' final installment of its Amazon Trilogy series, the CAO Amazon Anaconda, is now arriving at retailers. The CAO Amazon Basin was the first installment of the Amazon Trilogy. It is a cigar that quickly achieved a cult status. The Amazon Basin incorporates a rare blend, low-yield tobacco grown in Brazil, known as, okay, I'm going to really mess this up, Braganca? Yeah, maybe? Braganca?
Braganca, yeah.
Braganca. Because of the low yields, the Amazon Basin has been quite limited, and it took over 2 years until it would see its only other release. Last month, CAO announced the second installment of the Amazon Trilogy with the CAO Fuma M. Corda, using a rare tobacco with sharing the same name as the cigar name. Okay, then. With CAO Amazon Anaconda, this blend not only incorporates both of the Braganca and Fuma M. Corda, but adds another low-yield Brazilian tobacco known as Bahiano Habano, which is used as the wrapper. As the name indicates, the Bahiano Habano comes from the Bahia region of Brazil.
Aren't you glad you got that new segment?
Yeah, really, thanks a lot. The CAO Amazon Anaconda is available in one size and one size only. 6x52. It is available in 20-count boxes, and the prices start at $10.49 per cigar.
And that's the scoop with Coop this week. Check out cigar-coop.com for more information. And after the break, Mike and some beer and cigars.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Keeping Cuba's most coveted traditions for 3 generations, the legend continues with San Latano. With signature blends by A.J. Fernandez, available in a smooth and creamy Connecticut, a hearty, rich San Andreas box press, Maduro, and a robust, full-bodied Habano. A.J. Fernandez continues the legacy with his new creation, the prestigious San Latano Oval. Using ultra-premium aged tobacco that takes a whole new shape and balance, the San Latano Oval is now available in both a Maduro and Habano wrapper. Visit your local tobacconist today and ask for San Latano Cigars by A.J. Fernandez.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade, a true Drew experience.
Make your next bold journey an epic one. When it comes to cigars, only one brand delivers intense, unforgettable experiences: Camacho. In continuing this fearless tradition, Camacho brings you the newest addition to its arsenal of badass, the new Camacho BXP. Intense, box-pressed, and crafted with rugged American broadleaf fillers from Pennsylvania. Available in Connecticut, Corojo, and Ecuador. Outfit your next bold journey with the new Camacho BXP.
Sereno Royale Cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
Lights, camera, action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. Whether you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit realclipsbarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, clipsbarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, their life and their family's life changes dramatically. Chemotherapy treatments, doctor visits, and trips to the hospital soon consume their time. The programs and services provided by the Kids Cancer Foundation make it possible for the foundation to meet the needs of our young patients and families. We could not provide these resources without your support. For more information and to find out how you can make a difference in the life of a child battling cancer, call 561-333-8116 or visit kidscancersf.org.
Sponsored by CLE Cigars.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
I have a theory. They lost all the audio files after 1985. That's why Collins. Don't lie. Don't lie. Is that what it is?
I'm just telling you to move the beer.
Oh, out of the way.
I couldn't
mine,
see it.
it's all mine.
Listen, man, you don't even. I'm trying to shelter you from all the other potential hazards that are going on over here, and it is. It's a nightmare right now. Like, it's scary. But we're working it out.
So we'll be having a JVC corporate meeting?
We might have to. We're on the air, and as of right now, we're on the air on Facebook, and we're on the air down here, and then hopefully all of our affiliates will be on the air later today.
We'll see. Hey, listen, if something's wrong, just send them an old episode.
Well, guess what?
No.
Where do we find that? Because all the audio files are gone.
They are gone. That's what I'm telling you. Holy cow.
So we're working on it. It's being taken care of.
Nice. Well, it is on YouTube or on Facebook somewhere.
Yeah,
so.
we're working on it.
Interesting. Well, welcome back, folks, to all our loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the Leaf. I'm your host, Honest Abe, along with the mistress of morning radio, Erica Danielle.
I'm really starting to like that, guys.
Sounds better when I say it.
You get so smooth when you say it.
I know. He turns into like the Love 94
It's all
host.
in the delivery.
Right?
It's all in the delivery.
It's nicely done.
My mother always said I had a face for radio.
It's like Adam when there's a girl in the studio.
No, Adam becomes like a lounger. Hello. How you doing? Adam gets like all excited.
Try the veal.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, since he's not here, Erica, did you make his dating profiles yet on like OkCupid and all that?
No, you were supposed to send me which ones to set him up on.
I mean, all the ones you don't need Facebook for.
FarmersOnly.com.
Yeah.
Oh,
done.
FarmersOnly.com.
How do you not drop that?
It's Farmers.
No.
Yes. There are commercials on TV like 80 times a day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have a great jingle.
It is a great
jingle.
jingle.
There's a remix version of it on YouTube.
No, it is a great jingle. I sing that all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Are you guys serious?
You just sing it.
They used to be a client of mine, and I used to sing their jingle all day long.
And listen, the commercials are like, I wanted me a farmer man.
Yes.
They show
No.
cowboy.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, yeah.
City folks just don't get it.
Yeah, they just don't get it.
Listen, I like the country boy, but hello, what's with the farmer singing?
And let me tell you, that's huge.
Yeah.
What?
That farmer's
The farmers.
Huge. You have no idea.
It is like one of the top 3 largest dating sites.
Huge. I mean, what are you going to do if you're a farmer? Your neighbor's 20 miles away. You know,
that's true.
Come on.
How you going to go on a date, though?
You know,
you meet up at the cattle ranch. I don't know.
You meet up at the cattle. Yeah, that's what happens.
She rides side saddle. What's the problem?
It would be awesome if you set it up so that they did interviews in here and you just kind of crept them in as like a joke.
No. We're gonna be Adam K and find him the date.
Right.
We're gonna be like him on the profile.
Right.
Yeah, and then send him on a date with.
But
Adam.
if you could say, "Hey, meet me at Saturday 10 a.m."
at the radio show,
right? And hey, come on in.
Oh
my God.
Here, they could be our second.
That would be crazy.
So let's talk about Adam.
Right?
So let's talk about Adam.
What do you think?
These guys got it already, man.
We already know
They're
he's not fun to party with.
But I do miss Adam because I've had nobody to talk about my TV stuff with today. A couple things on TV. First of all, see Will and Grace is coming back.
I saw that.
Isn't that weird though?
It's very strange.
Very strange. I don't think I've ever seen that done like that. But I gotta tell you what. I mean,
but it's only a limited time, right?
Is it? No, I don't know.
I think what they're saying is that I think they're saying they're going to do like a 6-episode season.
Is that what it is?
Like that.
I didn't hear. But I'm going to tell you something. I mean, I was never like an avid Will and Grace watcher. Like I had to watch it every week. But like, if I was flipping, I caught it like on reruns like a million times.
Yeah.
But really, it's one of those another awesome shows where the two sub characters are the best people in the whole show.
Right.
And they were those two best characters probably ever written on television.
To me, it's like Seinfeld.
Like I was going to say, like Kramer and Costanza.
Right.
Way more entertaining than
Jerry
the other
was.
two.
I love Jerry, but Jerry was the worst part of that show.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was weird. And then I don't know anybody who knew this show, but Psych.
Oh yes,
They're
I love it.
They're making a movie.
Yeah, it's going to come out during the holiday
season. They're making a movie, Psych.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a good show.
I should have researched this a little bit. I don't know the actor's name.
Okay.
But the black gentleman who's in it, it's like all over TV now. He's on Ballers. You watch Ballers?
No.
What else is he doing?
I watch very little
Suits.
TV.
He's on Suits too.
I know Suits.
Okay, he plays the new lawyer that Harvey just bought over.
I've seen it like 3 times.
Oh no, okay. So, anyways, but they I can't believe they're making a movie. I think it was only like 2 or 3 seasons long. It wasn't even that long. Maybe 5.
I was gonna say. I think it's
Maybe
I would say it was more like 5 seasons.
But yeah, I mean it was.
But they had a really big following.
Cult.
Yes,
and
exactly.
so they're making a Psych movie.
And like a huge Facebook, like a huge Facebook presence there.
Plus, and big in TV right now, DuckTales is back.
Like.
Is that a joke?
No, that's true. They have a new DuckTales.
Cartoon DuckTales.
Yeah.
There's a new DuckTales.
You must have kids. Yeah,
I don't have.
Who doesn't have kids?
I got 4 kids. I don't know.
I know.
I didn't hear
I don't
this.
have kids.
Well, now I'm concerned. But the fact of the matter is,
now we're worried about you.
yeah, it's all over Disney commercials.
Really?
No
for us.
way,
Yeah.
really?
It's totally a little
That's
different.
why I do like the Hulu. I don't really
Right.
have like the cable television nonsense. I don't do that.
I just can't get into new stuff
Netflix,
recently,
yes.
and I'm a big TV watcher. I just watched Breaking Bad again, the entire thing. That's what I've been watching. I watched the entire show again.
Breaking Bad
Yeah.
over again.
Over again.
Interesting.
It's a great show.
Apparently, I'm tense, guys.
And
I've been told by a couple people now to open it up and pour some because I could use it.
You know what
for
helps?
well, it
me
is time.
tense? Arm stretches like this.
Oh, is that
You
what
do
helps?
that, yeah.
I walked
That
out
helps
there
real
and
good.
lifted my arm. He's like, "That looks weird."
Hold on, let me
Like,
switch the camera. Go ahead.
Well, we only got like a minute before the break. So say we're gonna after the break we're
Okay.
gonna pop open this growler.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
We're
are.
gonna talk to Mike about the beer.
We're gonna pour them glasses, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drink from here.
And
We
I'll
have-
even try a little.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
we
even
do.
try. I'll even
Oh,
try.
you will?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm so happy you're back
I'm gonna
to
have
that.
to wait because I'm gonna get really drunk from a little bit of beer.
Yes, you are. Oh, but you had your little
been a long
bar.
time.
Don't you worry.
Now, Mike, is this the beer that's paired with the cigar, or is it
Yes.
something else?
Yeah, this is the jug.
Okay.
With the
I'll take a look at
Habano, right? This is paired with? Okay. Cool.
Okay, is there a name to the beer?
Yeah, so we don't have the bottles ready yet, so that's just straight
That's
from
from
the tap.
Got
Into
it.
a growler.
What do you call this particular beer?
Jadic.
Oh, that's right.
That's the one that
Jadic.
starts with a G. I mean D, but
Yeah.
sounds like a J.
Jadic.
Yeah, because my grandfather was actually in World War II. He fought as a Polish army under the under Americans.
Wow. That's
So kind of an honor to him.
God bless him and thank him for his service.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
amazing.
May it
Yes.
rest- Good stuff. Well, listen, we're going to crack open this beer, and we're going to see what it's like right after the break. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
Named after the most interesting man in the cigar world, the Nestor Miranda Special Selection is carefully made in Esteli, Nicaragua, using only the finest Nicaraguan Habano wrapper. The cigar is oily to the touch and is second to none in construction. Available in both a dark, spicy, sweet Oscuro wrapper and a bold, full-bodied Rosado wrapper. For the tobacconist nearest you offering Nestor Miranda cigars, visit MiamiCigarAndCompany.com.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
The Oliva family, makers of some of the most affordable yet highest-rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars, and in 2014, the Serie V Melanio Figurado was crowned as #1 cigar in the world. The Serie V Melanio is known for its rich, big notes of leather framed by a range of coffee, caramel, and woody intonations. So, always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality.
I can barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Monitor 3 humidors at once from one simple device. Caring for your cigars is easy with the new PuroTemp wireless hygrometer from Zycar. You now have the ability to monitor the humidity and temperature in 3 humidors without even having to open them. Ensure protection by setting simple alerts that will warn you when your cigars are not in the optimal environment. Like everything Zycar, this is backed by their lifetime warranty. Stop by your local tobacconist to purchase yours today. Zycar, for life.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rick Ross is like, that white girl needs to stop.
He must have just downloaded that off of Google.
I don't care how he got it.
Everything
you just
else.
gotta stop before he starts cursing.
Everything else is gone.
I can't even say all the words because it's like, it's like who the
Gone forever. In the
all
depths of the void.
There's no such thing as gone forever, though, in the digital world. That's what I don't understand. Like,
I got a couple laptops
that
are gone forever. Yeah.
There's ways to get stuff off.
How is that even possible? Because all these people are like people pull up footage and stuff from like years ago that they thought was gone, but then they find it again. So is it really ever gone?
Yeah, Same thing with emails.
If
anything's connected
like,
to the
don't you
internet.
hire a company to like clean? You know what I mean? Like to really get rid of.
You know, if you're like the CIA, if you're the CIA, yeah, I'm sure you could pull stuff. But, you know, even the CIA couldn't get past, or the FBI, whatever it was during the Apple. Didn't Apple have those issues where, they couldn't unlock phones, like drug dealers were collecting drug dealers?
Yeah, they really couldn't get in. Like,
Well,
it just erased all the memory.
They would be able to if Apple showed them how, but Apple said they would
refused.
not.
Right, I recall that.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, you know, helps my drug trafficking career.
Is that a thing?
I'm a mule. Yeah, I'm a mule.
I'm a mule. Oh, dear God.
You know, there's a joke there, but I'm not even going to go there.
Let's start drinking some beer,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
Yes,
So,
let's drink beer. Woohoo!
Mike D, this is the beer that you actually brewed.
Yes, that's the Jodic. It's an imperial sweet stout that we aged on Cuban rum, sugar maple, and Cuban coffee.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to try
This
this.
is a pop.
Yeah, that sounded good.
The mic can pick it up. All right, so. Oh, cool. You got your own little tasting cups.
Brand
Yes, it's got,
everything.
how many, was it 20-something on tap? 20-something?
Usually around 25.
25.
Wow.
All right, so let's see here. We're going to pour some of this beer.
Abe's just going to
Beer.
pour straight across.
Oh, my
and not
God.
I told you, save me.
I wasn't expecting that color.
Wow.
Well, coffee. As soon as you said coffee, I thought.
Yes. Here you go.
Okay. Oh, this. Aw.
What, there wasn't
Bob
enough?
and Rod, I don't think this is going to do it.
What, it wasn't enough?
You don't.
No, it's fine.
Wait till how. I'm sure it's.
I'm just
a
kidding.
high
It
ABV.
is. It's 11% alcohol by volume.
Holy moly.
So I told them I don't think it'll take much. Actually, what I said is I think they said it might loosen me up. I said I was pretty sure you'd be really loose then after your little.
I dropped a drop in our script and my paper.
It looks like coffee.
My paper curled instantly.
Your paper's junk.
Yeah, be
it
careful.
curled instantly. Colin? Yeah, he's screaming through the glass.
Colin's having a day today.
Yeah.
He needs some beer.
I feel like it's like almost like maple syrup. It
It's
looks
definitely
very,
got
it looks very viscous.
Viscous for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not on his diet.
So is this gonna be bitter at all or no?
There will be a little bitterness. You're definitely going to have
What's
like
the,
that same coffee roast kind of vibe.
BTUs or
The IBU?
IBU. BTUs is a thermal thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
British
don't know
thermal
off the
use.
top of my head.
No, okay.
Got a lot of beers to remember.
No.
But, no, I mean the sweetness will definitely offset a lot of that. So it's a sweeter stout.
Yeah, I know. I'm not the best. I'm not
Hey,
a
this
bartender.
could up
right?
your score in the poll there if you just have a little sip and
There's
then
one,
woo.
one for you,
party
one for
time.
Colin.
I'm always drinking the alcohol.
Look at the head on that one.
Yeah, nice. That was the one that you poured well.
I bet you say
It
that
looks
often.
like yeah, that's what I say all the time. It looks like Cuban coffee, when they get the change
Prost.
subjects.
Hey,
thank
cheers,
you.
cheers,
Hey, whoa,
cheers.
whoa, whoa, whoa! How do you say it in Russian?
Polish.
Polish. I mean Polish. Sorry.
Cheers? I have no idea.
What?
Oh.
All right. Well,
Wait, hold on. Wait, there's not a Polish like cheers?
there's got to
I'm
be
sure.
like a
I'm sure there is.
You know
Can't
every other
listen to
word
that.
in Polish. You don't know what cheers is in
That's
Polish?
correct.
We need to figure it out.
It's,
Sorry.
it's all about just enough. That's that's
you
how
know
I
I'm gonna
roll.
find out.
Cheers. Do you smell? The smell is so coffee.
Wow.
It smells delicious.
I love
That
this
really
beer,
is the most unique beer probably I've ever tasted.
It's fantastic. It's even better with the cigar.
Yeah, it really
It's like
is.
an
Very
alcoholic
tobacco.
Cuban. It's like an alcoholic Cuban coffee.
Cuban coffee.
Yeah.
Like the little colada. Is that?
Yeah,
I think that's what
colada.
they're called.
Yeah, it helps when you talk into the mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You know.
I took it out of the way while I took a
I'm
sip.
saying because
She runs a broadcasting school, though.
right.
Shut up.
Holy
Really?
cow.
I know, right?
Where are the
Below
students?
the belt
Where are the
much.
students?
Jeez.
I notice it's low carbonation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's partially because of the growler, but the style is also a little lower carb.
Wow.
It's
not.
really-
It's not bitter at all, but
It's
it's got a unique taste. I mean, no, I don't find it like bitter.
no, it's not like unenjoyable, but it's
No.
definitely got that bite.
Bold.
Maybe it's a
Yeah.
bite,
I'm
right?
trying. I can't pin down any single flavor. It's like a concoction.
Yeah,
of,
you definitely get a melange of those different flavors. I kind of picked the rum up mostly in the back end. You definitely get some of that wood character up front. It's definitely
Did you
way
try
more
it, Paul?
coffee and
Yeah, I'm
sweetness.
trying it. I'm loving it though. I can imagine
having a cigar.
having a cigar with this because it kind of like opens up the back part of my tongue, if that makes sense, and that's where I taste the cigar. So I
Yeah.
kind of feel like the sweetness on the tip of my tongue, and then it's full along the sides.
You know, it's funny because I find it a little sweet, a little bitter,
Yeah.
a little flavorful, but nothing like overpowering that
Right.
throws it
No.
like oh, I won't
You
drink
know how
this.
like the darker beers are
I mean, I
usually
could
super
actually- I could
heavy
actually
too.
enjoy-
This isn't really heavy.
When I saw
Yeah.
it come out of the bottle,
you got
the
scared.
You got more
yeah,
nervous.
with the thickness, I'm not a beer drinker, but the thickness and the color of it, I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm going to enjoy this beer.
You know, it's funny though because you say you're not a beer
Let me see it.
drinker, and when we have beer guys like this that really know how to make a good beer, you love it, and you are a beer drinker. You're just not a cheap beer drinker.
He is
Right.
That's
making-
probably what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and I don't, I haven't thrived in the microbrewery world enough yet to really get into them where I house them. But yeah, if it was available, I probably would drink more beer. You know.
Yeah, we definitely say
'Cause
like
we get
finding the beer that you actually know. Like people come in and drink a sour beer or a stout, and it's nothing like the adjunct lager you have off the shelf in the store.
Right,
so
right.
It's a whole nother perception.
This is a I mean, I don't even classify this in the same category as that kind of beer.
No, but we also had like other guys who come in from breweries who like bought 4 or 5 beers, and I'll love 2 or 3 of them, and the other 3.
Someone says, "How about a nice oscuro? What is it? Hold on.
Oscuro.
It went away. Yes. Does that go well with it?
I'm sure it does.
I think Oscuro would be actually, or even Maduro Broadleaf would be just solid with it.
Yeah. We really try to target in on that, like a little bit of the liquor character.
Connecticut, do you like to pair?
No, I don't think so. I think that would be okay too. I mean, it's distinctly designed more towards a Habano
I was gonna
wrapper.
say it would overwhelm the flavor of a Connecticut cigar.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, you wouldn't taste the cigar at all.
The drink would be too overbearing for the flavor of a Connecticut
You
cigar.
need a medium-bodied cigar.
I'm not a sommelier by any means.
It's definitely made to stand up to a bolder smoke.
It's Cicerone when it's beer.
Yes.
Are you a Cicerone, Mike?
Sorry.
I am not actually a Cicerone. I have the first degree, and I've just been putting off the final test for.
Oh, is it like sommelier where it's like
not
level 1, level 2,
anywhere
level 3?
quite near. Yeah, there's a couple of different tiers.
Okay.
The sommelier schools are way more in depth.
Is the belt involved?
They do actually have a master Cicerone now, which is, I guess there's like a handful of them in the world.
We have one.
Really?
I think we have one that's training in Florida at one of the restaurants on Clematis.
Really?
Yeah, they own a beer and wine lounge, and he is whatever the level is before the master program.
Right,
but
that's
I believe
certified,
I believe he is trying to become a master now.
spilling?
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool, man. I mean, what do you got going on there, Abe?
I don't know.
Rubbing the mat.
That'll be sticking on. Yeah.
It will be.
I spilled a little beer. Everybody wants to make me
like 3 times. Good,
couple,
you know.
It's just a couple drops. I'm letting the mat.
So it's strong for him.
I'm letting the mat absorb it.
It doesn't matter. It's Lady M's old yoga mat that she doesn't use anymore. So I cut it up.
Upside down.
Was this really a yoga mat?
Yeah. It was hers, I think. I think she had it in her house.
Probably.
That's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is somebody's sweaty yoga mat. Thank you very much, Paul. That's very
No,
nice.
it was in the house. It was probably
you
never
don't-
used.
you
is
don't-
what
you don't-
happened.
You don't want to lean on a hot girl's sweaty yoga mat? I mean, come on.
No, I actually
Not unless she's on it.
No, nobody does.
I'm not really
Nobody
interested in
does.
that.
No.
Just so you guys know, I'm going back for a second.
I like that.
That's a good
Yeah,
sign.
Which rarely
Good
happens.
beer.
I'm telling you, I'm seldom do it. I'm just not a beer.
I'm gonna have a little more too.
Good stuff.
I'm more of a vodka tequila drinker than
Right.
anything. But
Scotch.
who, me?
Me.
No,
They
yeah.
have a
Single
fun
malt.
tequila barrel aged beer coming out soon.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
A
People did it.
tequila. So you have tequila aged beer?
Yeah, we actually get the full barrels from the tequila company, bring it back, and we actually model it on a tequila sunrise. So it's cherry, pomegranate, oranges.
Really?
Oh my
aged into
gosh.
it.
That sounds like it'd be good.
Normally, when people say, "Oh, this is gonna have a taste of this and a hint of that," you taste it, you're like, "What are you talking?" I don't taste any of that, but you really do taste it in here. So
Yeah.
I believe you when you say cherry and all that other stuff.
They
Yeah.
make
Go
great
pretty
stuff.
hard on
Enjoy
fruit.
it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just because have you guys ever listened to our show before?
I did a while ago, back in the day.
See, now you gotta listen more often.
I feel obligated
In
to.
fact, not only that, but you should air it in your shop for your
You're indebted.
patrons.
I think that sounds like a
Saturday
great idea.
mornings.
A lot of shops
Can I
do
suggest
that.
a remote?
Oh yeah, Cordova Cigars, big followers of us in Vegas.
Can I suggest a remote at his place?
Come on by.
Or
Or his
theirs?
place?
Well, I don't know. Does he have everything
do.
on tap?
We have a humidor.
Can you do both?
Here,
Do you have a humidor at your place?
He does.
We do now.
He's got liquor at his place.
He
Sorry to
has
see that.
wine.
He's got liquor, and we could
No,
smoke. And we
he
could
says
smoke.
no liquor.
Yeah, you
No,
can.
no, I mean beer.
Yeah, but
But
I'm
we
just
could
saying,
smoke.
I want the tequila one.
It's close enough that we can make a run.
We could
between
go to
the
both.
yeah.
We can handle that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
But a lot of we're actually finding out that a lot of cigar shops are doing like events in the morning because they can take this and put it on the smart TVs, and they'll sit and put it on at 10 a.m.
For
and they watch
KMA
us.
radio, yeah.
Yeah, for KMA,
Awesome.
it's really cool.
I was just in Esteli with a bunch of some other retailer friends of mine.
Yeah.
They were telling me how they broadcast our show during the show.
It's actually a great
cool.
idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
What a couple stories. I know. I got it.
Oh, Colin's just happy. He's not signaling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing you guys with like biker, trucker moves, and I don't know what you guys are doing there.
I mean, you have some time.
But they actually said that you're right. A lot of them, what they do is they got smart TVs and you just go to our Facebook Live,
Right.
and just let the guys.
I
watch
do it at
the
home.
show.
When I watch the show later today, I'll watch it on Facebook Live on the TV, and the quality is pretty good. Hopefully,
Yes.
the audio is decent.
Not
now.
today, but
well,
we'll
now it
figure
is.
it
I
out.
think.
Anyways, after the break, we're going to drink more beer with Mike and Mike here, and we're going to find out this week who belongs in a cigar insane asylum,
This is a
courtesy
good one.
of Asylum
It
Cigars.
is a good one.
Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yeah, Yes, it's mandatory.
This is Eric Espinoza, and over the years, many cigar aficionados have enjoyed my highly rated brands. 601, Murcielago. In the spirit of continuing improvement, I have purchased my own factory, La Zona, in rich and fertile tobacco region of Esteli, Nicaragua. After almost 2 decades in the cigar industry, I have created a brand I finally feel is worthy of my name. Espinoza cigars are made with only the finest tobaccos, hand-selected and aged to perfection. Our cigars are bold in flavor, yet refined to the palate. For more information, visit EspinozaCigars.com.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Sereno Royale cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
If you had to pack a go bag, what would go in it? For Pepe Mendez, it was his rare Pilotico tobacco seeds, which he personally carried to the Dominican Republic half a century ago. In tribute, we introduced the Monte Cristo Pilotico Pepe Mendez, a robust cigar with nutty, leathery notes and a slow burn that marks the rebirth of a golden age. Try the new Monte Cristo at your local cigar lounge, and you may want to pack one to go too. Surgeon General warning: tobacco smoke increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease even in non-smokers.
Quality and value are always the 2 biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Hey fools, how about a game of Cutthroat?
It's your funeral.
That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars.
What do you mean? Wow, tough crowd.
Here, try this Recluse cigar. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
Don't be stingy. Let me get one of those.
Recluse. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game.
I think you should stick with that Recluse cigar and work on your B game, because you don't have an A game. And I know a little something about games. Boom.
Ooh, that's cold.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
I don't like your little games. Don't like your
Don't know this one.
Swifty.
No, it's brand new.
One.
Yeah, Swifty. Uh-oh.
Isn't that what you like clean the kitchen floor with?
Correct.
Yes.
That's Swifty?
Same person.
Sure. Yep. I like him.
Shows you how much
you guys
I know.
Can stay around.
Is it the wet Swifty or the dry Swifty?
It depends upon the album.
Yeah, exactly. This one's dry and bitter.
Boy.
Welcome back, folks, to our lovely listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. I'm your host, Honest Dave.
Wow.
What? Wow.
You used Adam's little thing there.
That's my thing. I created that.
You created that?
He said he did.
From
He
day
said,
one.
and then Adam took over.
From episode 1, before Adam was even on the show.
I heard
right?
I heard episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1, before Adam was on the show, that was my intro.
I don't remember.
Yes.
That. I got to go back and double check.
Yes.
And you don't do End All the Ships at Sea, though.
No,
Adam.
that's some junk he made up.
No, that's from like an old school radio guy.
Yeah, all loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. Yes, that's my tagline. Okay, know your KMA history, producer.
Libertarian. All right, maybe we can get Penn Jillette on here since we say libertarians every week.
So weird, this kid. Anyways, sitting here with the mistress of morning radio, Erica Danielle, and Mike from Pochick Cigars and Hourglass Brewery. Tell you what, man. Believe me, they call me. I mean, I don't know. You've already admitted not to listening to the show too much.
Right.
They call me Honest Abe because I'm brutally honest. If I didn't like it, I'd say it. This is one interesting beer. It's not even to say I like it. It's just like not enough of a compliment because it's very interesting.
It's not like a British interesting where it's like
no,
that was
not that interesting.
Not that like that was interesting or he's special.
No, because the reason is it's really unique. I mean, it's got really a flavor that like is really like you smoke a cigar that has a distinctive flavor. It's like that's unique, and there are a couple brands out there that have that unique profile. Like there's probably like 2 or 3 brands out there I could smoke. I don't care. Blindfold me,
Right.
Take the band off. When I smoke it, I'm gonna know what that is. This has got that kind of unique taste to it.
Thank you very much.
It does.
Really interesting.
Never tasted anything like it.
And it's definitely got a kick to it. I mean,
It does.
Oh, yeah.
I feel a little
I'm
bit
feeling it.
like
I'm already feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm
moving
already
into the
feeling
right
it. I
weather.
had like 1 cup.
Yeah.
But like I'm getting a lot of coffee now too.
That's
it's like it's opening up. I'm starting to taste a little more of it.
And I could definitely go for a cigar with this, right? And like I'm thinking about it last.
In fact, if you got an extra growler, I might just stop at the shop on the way back and light up.
Do you know last night I smoked 4 cigars?
No.
After our meeting.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just in the mood.
Oh.
You were just like fiending.
And all different.
He was binging because he can't eat.
That yeah.
That's
And
exactly
he finally
what it
had
And
liquor again.
it's a nice appetite suppressant. I only had one. I only had that bourbon though. So
it was
that's-
enough. Clearly.
Why are you lying?
You
Steffi
threw
is
caution
not
to the
listening.
wind and
Steffi is listening,
had
and
4
I
cigars.
did only have 1 drink. You could check the.
You had 1 glass.
You could have had one of these.
4 pours.
If you would have waited till today.
No pours.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
We're
Pastagna.
Well, those we're going to
Got it.
give away. We're going to give away a
yeah.
5-pack of those.
Follow
and
us
put
on
'em up.
Facebook at Kiss My Ass Radio to find out how you could win your 5-pack of Postania cigars.
As long as you brought
I
those
love
for
the
us,
label.
by the way, I didn't
Yeah.
mean to just
No,
take.
that's-
them.
When you started saying it, I assumed.
That's
We're gonna give them all away. You don't mind, do you?
Well, we always talk about that, but then remember when Eric Espinosa came and he brought that really special box?
Oh, he's like, you can't have it.
I took it.
Oh, you
I
did?
know.
I made
He
him
gave
sign it.
He
and I
gave
took
it to Abe.
Yeah,
did.
I made him sign it. It was the first box of Dread that he made.
He
Yes.
said to me after the second break, he's like, these are not for you guys. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
That
and
isn't
then Abe,
exactly what he said. It was like, bro, I
Yeah.
can't give you these, bro.
bro,
Bro, that's my only box,
bro, what are you
That's
kidding?
perfect.
That's my only box, bro.
So,
Dude.
but then he signed it and gave it to Abe,
Yes,
which
he
was
did.
nice. But
Oh gosh.
Eric and I know each other for 20 years.
no, I know.
Oh my
He's a great guy.
He's always listening too. I'm sure he's listening today.
If he's not working.
Well, he
Hard
works.
work.
Hi, Eric.
He's on
Works
the
and
road.
listens.
He's on the road traveling, doing stuff. Anywho, let's find
Let's
out.
talk about crazy people.
There's always crazy people. Let's find out this week who belongs in a cigar insane asylum.
Welcome to the Cigar Asylum,
Did you know I'm utterly insane?
We all go a little mad sometimes.
where logic and reason cease to exist.
This week, we will see who belongs in a Cigar Insane Asylum, brought to you by CLE and Asylum Cigars.
Wow, when did we do that?
I
We didn't
know.
do it. It's because we don't have the audio files and we had to pull it from another show.
Adam probably
and Adam talks
orchestrated
over
it all.
everything.
That's pretty funny. That's
They're like,
pretty
wait, is he
funny.
there? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm like, did they pre-record this?
I gotta say that I saw Erica perk up when she heard Adam's voice.
You liar.
Listen, it's okay. We fully accept and we actually approve of in-show romances if that
do
were
we
to
now?
happen.
Wow.
Whoa.
You really low the standard.
Whoa.
Though compared
For
to,
whom?
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Let's be clear.
Listen, compared to some of the people I've heard now, he could be a step up for you.
Adam is like a 10 compared to that.
I mean,
the
yeah,
last
I mean,
two
you
guys
kind of
she
had a
told us
couple
about.
wackadoodles. Yes.
Listen, and Adam's a handsome guy. He's
What?
tall.
Get out of here. He looks
I'm
like
sorry.
Lurch.
Have you watched me for the last
He has
like
two
2
Michelin
months?
tires under each
Stop
eye.
it.
He
Get out of
does.
here.
He's all.
He does look
serial
tired,
killer
but-
face, and he doesn't really talk.
But
Have
he
you
would-
noticed that?
Yes, he does with me.
Oh, he talks about cigars and man things, but
Adam looks like The Walking Dead on a regular basis.
Oh my God!
That's not even an exaggeration.
You are a terrible
No,
person.
it's not. It's
He does
accurate.
not look like the
Absolutely, he looks like The Walking Dead. He's got 2 Michelin tires under each eye at all time. He
my
lacks
God.
he lacks color in his skin tone. All right, and he has no facial expressions.
All right, we got 2
If
minutes.
that's not The Walking Dead, what is it?
I'm not going to comment. I'm
All right.
standing up for
Oh
my
my
friend.
God!
We got 2 minutes.
This
quickly.
week's Cigar and Steel Asylum brought to you
Hardcore.
by CLE and the fine folks at Asylum Cigars. 30-year-old Opal Brown was obviously having a bad day this week while on her bus trip. While exiting the bus that she was riding, the operator of the bus told her, "Have a nice day." Well, Opal wasn't having any of this and responded, "Are you talking to me?"
You talking to me?
Yes, the operator said. And with that, Opal lashed out, according to witnesses, and threw a cup, which this is throwing me off, a cup of urine, which she happened to be carrying at the driver.
Why? We want to know.
Well, she didn't appreciate the tone in which the driver supposedly delivered the reading, but what is she doing with a cup of urine
That's
on
what
the
I'm
bus?
saying. Why?
I think
Are you
it was
sure it's a
long-
legitimate story?
Yeah, it's from the Washington Post. I think.
So it wasn't like a bus; it was like a Greyhound, like a
No,
a long
it was
travel.
actually no, it was the Metro down there. But I think that it was actually, I think it was a longer bus ride.
And you think that she went in the cup on the bus?
I have seen it before.
Women or men?
Women.
Okay.
No.
You've never seen a woman? I've seen it on the subway. I've seen
No.
women use a cup to urinate.
That is
Not even a joke.
unacceptable.
I've seen worse on the subway, but believe me.
That's pretty intense.
Oh yeah.
According to Opal,
Not
the
missing public
driver said,
transportation.
"Have a nice day," all sarcastically.
Like
she
all
could have been more
sarcastically.
courteous, Opal said. Well, congratulations, Opal Brown. You, without a doubt, belong.
Yeah, because have a nice day
And a
isn't
cigar.
courteous
She said-
at all.
She said
Asylum.
on her Facebook page, she was quoted as saying, "Y'all know I did the bad thing that they're talking about, so let's all calm down. But she could have been more courteous to me."
Oh dear God!
That's what she said.
Whoa.
You know, it's something.
Yeah,
you
that's the problem.
That's something you just don't expect to happen to you in public. Is get a cup of urine thrown at you. Yeah.
But think of people and like what mindset are you in to do that?
I don't. Again, but
Wait,
she peed in a cup.
I was going to say, which part? The putting
I
the
mean-
cup in the urine in the cup, or to throw it on the
Erica,
driver?
Unless you're at a
Don't
doctor's
play all
office.
highbrow on me like you've never
Oh,
peed
highbrow.
in a cup.
And throw it at
Unless
somebody?
I've been to the doctor. No, I haven't. Thank you very much.
Well, all right, so you have peed in a cup.
Yes, but at a doctor's office where it's acceptable and they take it and do whatever they do with it and then dispose of it properly. I'm not throwing
Have you
it
ever
at
been in
someone's face.
traffic? Have you ever been in
not a
traffic
long-haul rider.
and opened? Yeah, exactly. And opened both doors of the car and peed outside, like between the 2 doors.
No.
Stop it, Erica. See, I don't know if you're being truthful now. I don't know if I.
People
I don't know if
really
I
do that?
trust- Yeah.
What?
Open up 2 car doors and pee outside?
Between the 2 car doors.
Like
so
you
it
have to like
blocks you
know
from
your
the
neighbor.
traffic.
Like, hey, can you
In
open
the
up
middle
your
of
door
traffic?
so I can
You
pee
gotta
here
pull
in the middle
over.
of the
If there's
street?
bad traffic and you can't get out. Yeah.
What about the people behind you?
Who cares?
Who's gonna?
They can't see you
so
because
why
the doors
even-
are open. The 2 doors are open.
You open the.
Oh, you mean the driver in the
Yes,
past?
Yeah.
Oh, and the back. Oh, yeah, but even still, no.
You never potty squatted?
You have not lived.
I
never
have
squatty
right.
potty?
Yeah, I haven't lived because this is a thing. A squatty potty. I've
You
seen
have
this
What
online.
about camping?
The only thing I've seen that urinated outside are the dogs and the children when we're on long car rides and they can't hold it till we get to the rest stop. This is acceptable though. An adult doing this, I don't really want to be judgy, but
I would say a quarter of the times that I go to the bathroom, it's outside.
you're a guy.
Really? All right. Well, I've just lost control of the show. Mike, thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate it. Hopefully, maybe Paul will follow up. Maybe we'll come out and do a remote from your store.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great.
Anybody who's more interested in Pro Chic cigars, where can they look it up? Where can they find out who's carrying it? Where they can find
Yeah,
the
well,
cigars?
I mean, they can go on to postaniacigars.com.
Yeah, no one's going to know that.
Yeah, they can just call me direct. I don't
Okay.
care. My cell phone number is 954-547-5333.
There you go.
Go ahead and give me a call.
954-547-5333.
There you go. Mike, do you have Hourglass?
Yeah, we're at hourglassbrewing.com.
There you go.
Facebook, Instagram, same
Check
thing.
it out. And you got different beers, too. Very
I
cool.
think they were looking for to order both online. Can they order yours? Oh, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
My
All right.
Instagram name's
Next-
Cigar Hustler, too, if they want to reach
There you
out to
go.
me there.
Next week, Brian Glynn, a Cigar Obsession, will be live from the Casa Monte Cristo store. So check it out. Keep it lit.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros. Now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in sun-grown or Maduro.
The